The public gooning epidemic.
Fucking nutted on my
I
fucking
remember this.
leg! You go to hell, bitch! Oh my god! He nutted on my leg! He nutted on my leg!
Philadelphia man surrenders after allegedly ejaculating on woman's leg. Bro, you cannot make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this up. Oh my god. Philadelphia authorities have identified and apprehended Gary A. Miles, 35, of Southwest Philly in connection with an indecent assault that occurred at a Dollar Tree store. Local rapper Meek Mill contributed to the search effort by offering a $2,000 reward for information leading to Miles' whereabouts. His involvement highlighted the community.
6 foot tall black man with a short receding hairline. Why they have to throw in that part? I don't mean to be insensitive to the victims, but why they have to throw in the short receding hairline?
These collective effort to address the incident swiftly. You know you messed up if you even got the rappers putting money on your head. Ladies and gentlemen, and whatever's left of our collective dignity, come here. We need to talk. Because apparently being freaky in public is a trend now. We got people clapping cheeks.
Bro, Shams, shut up, bro. This thing happened like 6 months ago. What are you talking about? He's talking about, bro, we have a problem. Bro, this problem is old, bro. Stop it.
In grocery store aisles. And I don't know if this is a result of some sort of weird fetish, but it's been pretty common for these spicy content creators to make content in public locations.
I take that back. I'm sorry, Shams. You're right. What the hell is this?
For example, like
bro, imagine you just walking down the street as like, imagine walking down the grocery store as a child, just going to get some gummy snacks, and you bust a corner and you just see some shit like this. That's crazy though. That's actually nasty.
And the thing is, these videos will start all normal, and then all of a sudden you'll see some of the worst acting you've ever seen. Like, I know they're trying to sell some sort of like sex appeal or, you know, target the gooners, but it really ends up coming off as satire more than anything else. And besides the weird grocery store behavior, we got people gooning in restaurant drive-thrus.
Bro, you see, bro, Sham, why you keep bringing up old stuff, bro? Why you keep bringing
Hi,
up
how
old
are
stuff?
you? Good. Have you been here before? Yeah. Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
And I'm sure you might know who that is. That's not Malone. I've talked about him on my channel before. He's basically viewed as like the progenitor of the public gooning movement. Yes, movement.
That was, I just want to say to whoever like participated and shared and said this, y'all are disgusting. I think it's so nasty to the fact that we can not only see a woman that was victim and brush it off, but on top of this, not him per se, the guy who did this, but the guy's family and the guy's kid. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like all those people that are publicly shamed because of this, and for y'all to make a joke out of it and try to make a fake movement, I find that so disgusting and weird from the bottom of my heart. I don't want to see this bullshit.
Unalived himself after he was caught on camera masturbating at the drive-thru. And the third category might just be the worst by far, because not only do they goon in public, they take it upon themselves to take that extra step to make sure.
You know what my question is though? How did she know to have her phone out whenever he came through? Does she like just record everybody all at once? Or like, how did she, I never thought of that, but why was she recording whenever he first pulled up? Why was she already recording unless she has a built-in camera on her?
That it's a public location where kids are present. Ladies and gentlemen, meet NYC's blanket couple. So this freaked out couple obviously couldn't show enough restraint to wait till they got home, so this is what they did. Trying to enjoy a beautiful Sunday afternoon in NYC. Wow, look at this park. What do we have here?
There's no way that's real.
In the middle of the park. The kids literally roaming around. Didn't even bother to find somewhere that was more discreet. In a park, there's usually places where not a lot of people pass by. No, they said no, we're gonna do it smack dab in the middle of the park where everyone is passing by, where kids are passing by, and who cares who sees? You know, maybe they thought that that blanket was like the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter. Brief intermission, make sure you guys subscribe. We're almost at 100K. Also subscribe to my reaction channel and join my Discord. We have well over 3,000 members. All the links will be in the description. Appreciate y'all for watching. And I'm sorry, the fact that people just kept watching and minded their business kind of bothers me. I'm the type of person, I probably would have went and like splashed them with water. Cause why are you scarring these little kids? Sometimes I wonder, where are those Karens when you really need them? Cause this will be the perfect time to make a scene. to really cause an issue. Now, there isn't a national database that keeps track of gooning and, you know, all the public indecency cases, at least that I know of. But if we examine big cities like New York, we see that there's been reports of an increase in public masturbation. According to NYPD data cited by the New York Post, there was a 51% surge in such complaints through June 30 compared to the same period in 2023. Additionally, the number of criminal summonses issued for public exposure of genitals increased by a staggering 396% in the—
Hold up though, too. This is AI generated, gang. This is not to be taken as facts. It's just an overall summary of what's going on around
same time frame. That's an almost 400% increase. In cities like Chicago and other areas within the Cook County, facilities operated by the Cook County Sheriff's Office have seen a dramatic increase in incidents involving inmates masturbating and holding areas, causing distress and harassment, especially for female lawyers representing clients in those areas.
Yeah, that makes sense though too. Say you was a dude, you've been locked up for a while, you ain't been getting no buns, and you don't want to clap a dude. Then it's kind of like, bro, if you got like a lawyer, even though she's a 3, if you hungry, ravioli sounds good. So if she's really multiplied times 2, she's like a 6, maybe even a 7, 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? Of course, niggas probably gonna get handsy, but that's why you need to give niggas an ugly old male lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Lawyer that make a nigga dick shrivel up, or an old ugly old lady that make your dick shrivel up. You feel me?
And there have been multiple articles that talk about this issue. Public defenders pushed to breaking point by masturbating inmates.
Pushed to breaking point?
How often is this stuff happening? Masturbation epidemic in Cook County court lockups raises questions about jail conditions, county budget, defendant rights. In Atlanta, we got a man who's been continuously arrested for indecent exposure.
Island right by Ponce de Leon. I spoke with a man who lives right over here in these condos. He says he walks out the door, and right where I'm standing on this sidewalk, he sees a man exposing himself, touching himself. He's called the police. The man gets arrested and then ends up right back here doing the same thing.
Dude literally respawned.
This nigga has a kink, bro.
Bro, that's insane.
I was in total shock. Like, am I really seeing what I'm seeing right now?
For 3 years.
I remember whenever I went to Houston and I actually met Shams at DreamCon when I was in Houston. Pretty chill dude. There was this dude standing on the street who just had his like dick out, just like sitting there with his dick out, like leaning. You know the what's that shit called? The fentanyl lean. My man was like, but my man's had his peen out, bro. He was just chilling. I was like, y'all just out here like this?
David Robertson has been dealing with this when he walks outside of his Virginia Highland condo.
You know, back in the day, public indecency was that one weird guy in a trench coat.
Ali, I love you.
Nigga talking about back in the day like he's not fresh off the porch. Great ad placement, bro. Great ad placement.
Not so fast. I love you.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor?
You look AI, bro. You look AI, ganger. You look AI, ganger.
You avoided eye contact with them. And oh yeah, depending on where you grew up, there was also the homeless person who wasn't all the way there and would sometimes walk around completely naked. I think as a child, that's like the worst public indecency ever got. And of course, there was that one time period when people were debating whether or not mothers could breastfeed their babies in public. But that's a completely different topic. But see, we went from that public indecency to now having couples, TikTokers, spicy content creators, all contributing to the public indecency problem. We're seeing a shift from accidental nudity to scheduled programming. And a lot of this, believe it or not, goes back to pornography. Every day, the internet vomits out more explicit content than our ancestors saw in their whole lifetime. And everyone from young kids to...
And that's so cooked too, because it's like, bro, I was thinking about it, how many like relationships as a collective have been cooked, because like, think about it, bro. Back in the day, the only pretty girls and bad quote unquote girls you saw outside of TV and magazines was literally the ones in your city. So there was less options, less exposure, thus allowing you to appreciate more of the people you had, which is why I think it was a lot easier for people to appreciate the person they were with and grow to love and compromise with them. But these days, it's like, bro, you see so many different people, so abundances of people, you kind of go, they call it, my sociology teacher would call it a Netflix syndrome. It's like there's so many options, you don't know what to pick. So you're like, this person, I don't want to work out with them because there's always a prettier person or a finer man that I could go to the girl, say that will like what one man won't another wear, which is I guess is a good philosophy, but it's also like damn, like dang, how many people could have worked out if they would have just stuck it out, but they kind of just like nah, there's somebody else that looks just like you and better that could. Yeah, it did fuck us a little bit.
Senior citizens are all consuming this content. And senior citizens
crazy.
might be the worst when it comes to public indecency. There have been a multitude of times where I've caught senior citizens watching spicy content either at like a public library or just somewhere in public thinking that nobody notices. There's literally a bunch of proof online. People catch them all the time.
Next time you open your big stinking mouth, pal, I will write you up and send you to the office for coming into my room without permission. Is that clear?
Oh.
What I watch as an adult is my choice.
Okay.
You, as a child, wait in the hall until you're invited.
Wait, this man was watching it. Oh, he's a teacher. I'm sitting here thinking this is like at an office.
My room. Is that clear?
Or maybe instead of trying to blame it on them being a child and you being an adult.
And then you got caught up on video, bruh. If I was ever to become a teacher and I see one of my students recording me, I'm throwing a boomerang. I'm confiscating your phone and I'm immediately deleting the video and I'm going to recent delete it, bro. How you get caught up and just have peeps recording you, gang? Lock in. Be like, anybody that recorded me, you're catching a referral. Simple.
Oh, maybe don't watch that.
And I'm calling your mom and telling her you was doing what you recorded me confessing to doing, nigga.
On a school campus.
Yeah,
and the public indecency / Gooning problem is even affecting.
Now I'm thinking about it. This is completely out of topic, but like teachers low-key are petty as hell. You'll piss a teacher off and they'll like hold that against you, or they'll do passive aggressive things that allow you to lash out, and then they'll write you up for it. Like teachers are like humans at the end of the day. And although they're mature adults, they also have like childish and petty tendencies just like everybody else. I never thought about that. Because the teachers always make it seem like the student is wrong because they're doing their job, which hey, they are trying to do their job, but like they're not always right.
And police officers on the job.
In Lake County, a case of distracted driving cost a deputy his job, but a sheriff's office investigation found he wasn't texting before slamming his car into a woman's car.
He was looking at porn. West 2's Justin Schecker got a copy of the internal affairs report and the body camera video from the crash.
The Lake County Sheriff's Office internal affairs investigation found that former Deputy Tristan McComber was looking at something not safe for work before this happened.
I'm sorry, you gotta be really lost in the deep end if you're watching porn while driving.
35, his body-worn camera captured the steering wheel airbag deploying. After his department-issued cruiser crashed into the back of another car. The video shows Deputy McComber tossing his cell phone onto the seat and then picking it up before he goes to check on the other driver.
Hello, ma'am. Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
My brakes locked up.
Okay.
You good?
You know your brakes did not lock up, bro.
I was like, oh my goodness, wait. Yeah, I'm okay.
According to the new internal affairs report, the deputy told a sergeant the brakes locked up before he rear-ended the other car, stopped for a school bus.
Imagine being able to build the tool you need just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
This deputy no longer works for the Lake County Sheriff's Office. We're told he resigned while facing termination. The internal affairs investigation found he wasn't truthful in what he was doing on his phone right before impact. McComber initially stated he was scrolling through text messages in a group chat with other deputies.
You guys see how funny it is? I just said the thing about teachers, even cops aren't perfect, bro. It's like we all humans at the end of the day who make mistakes. Not saying this is the time where we should just let it go, but you feel me? Like we all have poor lapses of judgments and like mistakes and times where we do stupid things that we know aren't right, but we just do them in the moment anyways. It's just so funny.
Prior to the crash, but the investigation found he was viewing something that is more visual and inappropriate while on the job. The report's conclusion says McComber admitted to lying before later revealing he was looking at pornographic material on his personal phone just before the vehicle crash. Deputies found he violated 3 sheriff's office policies. He departed from the truth, used an electronic device for something that's prohibited, and there was substantial evidence he wasn't wearing a seatbelt behind the wheel.
Whoa, that's
watching
crazy,
corn, not wearing
bro.
a
So not
seatbelt,
only does he not
everything.
care about other people's safety, he doesn't even care about his own. When people start moving like this in ways to endanger themselves and endanger others and, you know, put their whole life in jeopardy, that's how you know it's an addiction, because they don't have any restraint. They don't have any self-control. See, when you're consuming a vast amount of sexual content, there comes a point when you become desensitized to it. Your dopamine system.
Y'all think Shams watch corn? That nigga look like he watched that shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That nigga look like he be going crazy on some. Y'all see that anime in the background? Yeah, he's one of those hentai niggas. I can tell. He got that look in his eyes. Or he going to like white people shit. He looks like he does.
Breaks. It's like if you tried to eat a ghost pepper every day and then after that going to eat a jalapeno. It's just not gonna hit the same. It's the same with people who are over consuming sexual content. It gets to a point where they become numb and they start chasing the next thrill. And for some of these addicts, that next thrill is doing something inappropriate in public. And even if they know it's gonna put them in jeopardy and it's highly risky, since they have poor impulse control, they're gonna do it anyways. Matter of fact, the riskier it is, the more they're gonna enjoy it because they're looking for a dopamine spike. And dopamine.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not finished this video. It was a good video by chance, but yeah, like not public sex, but like sex in an area that is like there's nobody around, but it could be considered a public area, like in the park late at night, or like in a forest next to a park or something like that. That's I'm not saying I did that, but like, you know what I'm saying?